Okay guys, today we are taking a look at the Neca Toys Ultimate Tech-Noir version of the Terminator. Now, I do apologise for doing this review inside. I know I was supposed to be doing them outside. By the way, shout out to the Marines there. The thing is that there are flies all over the place today. And it's not really something that I want to bother with because they are very annoying, even with insect repellent on. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at this box. First of all, the cover is fantastic. You may pause the bio here to read it. As you can see, it says Schwarzenegger at the top. Has a nice picture of him there with Cyberdyne Systems model in initials, and then of course 101. Sporting his 45 long slide with a laser sighting there. The side, and both sides have the grid pattern with the Terminator. The top has the same, but you know, with the warning. And in the back has a little scene from the movie where he's chasing people down, well, Kyle and Sarah down the street, and you can see all the different pictures of him displayed with the various accessories. You can pause this if you want. And if we open the package, obviously I have taken the figure out, you probably saw that accessories there. You get this, and you can sort of see me here. Hello. I would not have used this scene. I would have used the scene inside Tech Noir. But you can see a nice picture of the figure there, which is good. So with that out of mind, we're going to take a look at the accessories and get to the figure. So for accessories, you get quite a few pieces. I'm just popping some off. Actually, no, that's the wrong part. You get 3 heads with this figure. 2 left hands, 2 right forearms, 3 weapons and 2 forceps. So let's take a look at the standard head. I really enjoy this. This is a great sculpt and likeness to Arnie, as he was in the movie. It does connect with a ball peg, and as you can see, this is head A, so I should just plug that on the figure. Here is B2, which is the one we saw in that opening window, where he's kind of looking off to the left a bit, and he's got the burnt hair and missing his eyebrows. As you can see there, ball 2. Sorry, B2, the ball socket there. And then we have B1, which has a bit of a pixelated effect on the blood. My camera's not wanting to focus. Like, if I just get it to focus here. Oh, I didn't want to. But yeah, this part near my thumb is a bit pixelated for some reason. This looks really good. This is one of the more iconic heads from this figure. And this one is B1. So, close look at that. Final look at that head, and a look at this head on the body. Okay, the next thing you get is a extra forearm with the unfortunate meme in there, but this was way before it even became a meme. I will display these with the figure. This is where he got damaged and had to cut his arm open and kind of get the hydraulics in there working. Because for those who didn't know, a T800 is just a metal skeleton powered by hydraulics for muscles. So it's pretty cool. And that's that accessory, and it does have a hinge and swivel on it. You get an alternate hand, which can be used to hold a weapon, or the other 2 accessories, which we have, which are both the same, which I'll get into in a minute. It's not bad. I like it. Then we get 2 forceps. Now, this one's broken, as you can see. They are very thin and very delicate, so I will recommend be careful with them. Just going to get that in a better shot. Very nicely done for what they are. I like them. And then we come to the weapons. So first we have is the Ithaca Stakeout. I think it's a 37? The Ithaca 37 shotgun? Or Remington 700. I'm not too sure. See, here it is. It has a bit of a brownish hue to it in some areas. But it is very bendy. It's a very soft material. I'm not entirely impressed with that. Then we get the Uzi 9mm. Just a black plastic gun. It does what it needs to do. You know, it's got the mechanisms up there and the shell ejector and the mag and the barrel. And then we have the 45 long slide. And I have a few facts about this. This was the very first weapon with a laser sight on it. Now, in the movie, the prop actually had all this on it, and the wire would go through Arnie's sleeve into his other hand, where he would press the button to activate the slide. Sorry, not the slide, the laser. So thanks to this very weapon here and the concept of it in the Terminator, all the weapons you see with laser sights and laser sight attachments in games like Call of Duty, Halo, PUBG, if they're in there, I don't play that, Fortnite, or whatever it is, and Battlefield, all came from this very weapon here. Now, as you can see there, he is holding the long slide, the Colt 45, that is. Here he is holding the Uzi. He kind of has to hold it up a bit because it's a bit funny holding. And the shotgun is a little bit tricky, because I've modded the elbows by removing a bit of the plastic so that it can bend FL 90 degrees. It sorry, the hands are very tough. It basically makes it easy to get him with the shotgun in his hand, and I'm going to do this off camera just because putting the shotgun in his hand is a nightmare, quite frank. Is an absolute pain in the bum, and I'm not the biggest fan of doing it. I do wish he would have had better elbow articulation without having to mod him, but oh well, you get what you pay for. So here he is with the shotgun. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to swap the head to the normal head. Sorry, not the normal head, the singed off head. It's a bit tough to get on. There he is, that's more appropriate. And now for the battle damage accessories. So the head, if you want to interchange that. Ah! Oh! Ow, sorry, my neck is very bad. Oh, sorry, these accessories are very tough to interchange. The hand just interchanges with a ball peg. The forearm, however, and this goes for both forearms, just comes off with that system there. And it is very, very easy to do. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Yes, he's doing the meme. Now, you take one of the forceps and you have to bend out the fingers and all that and kind of weave it in, the fingers in the loops. I've gotten a lot better at it than I used to be. When I first got the figure, I found it exceptionally difficult. Still fighting me every step of the way. So when you do that, if you take the forearm and bend it, you can get this look. And this is the second most prominent look I would display him with. I usually just display him with a long slide, but however, if I were to do a stop motion with him, you would see these accessories take full effect, as you can see. Now, the way this fits in, I got from Mr. Evil Cheese, because he said his partner, Zombie Cat, actually works with those as a vet. So shout out to Mr. Evil Cheese, he's a pretty cool guy. And I'm just going to swap these hands back to normal. By the way, he comes packaged with a fist hand. And we will get onto a bit of the details on this figure and hopefully the articulation as well, because I'm trying to keep these videos condensed, because I take too long. So first of all, the jacket is very nicely done and the shirt is fantastic. Look at all that paint. The chain is raw metal. Arms are nicely done, big and thick sleeves on this guy. Nice gloves. You've seen the heads, they are very good. The back of the jacket is gorgeous. I love the look of this jacket. It's very unique from the other Terminator movies. The pants, or trousers if you're British, which I am, but I call them pants because I know a lot of my viewers are American. They look like that. And the pockets continue here. They are kind of like a dark brown plastic with a light brown heavy dry brush, although when you bend them, at least that one, it doesn't really like to thingy. Let me just move the camera here, as you can see. And the boots are really, really nicely done. As you can see, they are a bit up for the moment. Let me just focus on those. As you can see. Okay, so I'm back, and for the articulation, because the head's on the ball peg, you can turn it to the left and to the right. You can tilt with it, and you can go that far up and down. Shoulders on your pin socket joints with your hinge so they can rotate all the way around. The chain is metal, but it won't get in the way. Have a and out to the side hinge. Now, the elbows would originally bend about 45 degrees, but because I've done this little tweak, which if you want to do it, that's fine, but it's a personal thing I choose to do on some of them, but still. So imagine it like that, bends about 45, but with mine, I can get it to go closer to 90. The wrists are on ball pegs, and they are very nicely done. Lots of plain nose. The waist is on a cut joint, so it swivels. The legs are on the Neca joint, so they go forward, backwards, out to the sides. They have a swivel in there, so where they connect there, they rotate. A 45-degree hinge at the knee and a swivel. A cut joint at the boots, and then a ball joint at the foot, which does not have the best range of motion. It barely pivots, it mainly just rotates, but it goes up and down a little bit. So, do I recommend this figure? Yes, I do. This is a phenomenal piece. It is great to have a new Ultimate version of but basically an amalgamation of both the original Tech Noir figures, the battle damage and the regular, with the added leg articulation. And the legs aren't loose either. Well, they are if you shake them mad, but they aren't loose. See? They're still nice and tight. The biggest gripe with this figure is the elbow and feet and the ankle joints. Other than that, everything else is spot on. My next figure I aim to pick up, I mean, I've got some more on my shelf to review, but the next one I want to get is the Dead Space Isaac Clarke, so that might be a while before that arrives, well, before I purchase it, because it's quite expensive. So, I've been the Archangel, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.